This is a quick comparison of two 28mm wide-angle lens for the Olympus OM system of single lens reflex 35mm cameras. The one you see on my left hand is actually the older version, which is the G.Zuiko Auto-W F3.5. And the one on my right hand is their latest version, or one of the latest version, which is the Zuiko MC. MC stands for multi-coated Auto-W F2.8 lenses. Both of those lenses are 28mm focusing range, and if you look on the side, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference until you see the maximum aperture indicated on the lens here. And also something different is the aperture indicator, or the distance indicator at the bottom got much more, I guess, bold with the newer version compared to the old one. The old one, the range indicator is kind of a slimmer text, where the new one, the text got bold and it's got darker color. And in terms of minimum focusing distance, let's see. The old one, the F3.5, as well as the F2.8, all goes to 0.3, I think 0.3 meters, which is 30 centimeters. And they all focus, of course, all the way down to and stopping at infinity for both of those lenses. Okay, so in terms of build quality, again, as you can see, they are identical. They look almost exactly the same. The only place to tell the difference are the lettering at the top, and of course the maximum aperture indicated right here. And sometimes maybe it's because of the variation of the text, but this one with the newer version, the text is more bold and thicker text over here. If you look at the front, of course, the internal design is also slightly different. This one obviously being 2.8, the lens elements are actually slightly bigger, at least for the front group. They just look bigger. If we look at the back, again, the back lens element also on the F2.8 looks bigger, obviously, right? But other than that, the construction is almost identical. If I flip it over this way, you won't be able to know the difference until I put it in the front and put it on the back. And surprisingly, interestingly, okay, the weight of those lenses, the newer one is actually lighter than the old design of the lens. So it's even more compact. I wouldn't say compact, it's even more lighter if you're looking for a lens that are lighter for you to carry when you're traveling around. So let's actually weight both of those lenses really quick. So this is the older one. We're gonna be using grams. The older one without any attachments, let's see, is 180 grams, okay? 180 grams. This is the old one, and let's measure the brand new one, the MC version. It's coming at 168 grams. It's actually much, much lighter, okay? So I'm surprised with the new design, with the better optics, and they actually managed to reduce the weight on the 28mm lens. And personally, I think 28 is actually my favorite focusing range compared to the 24. The 24 is actually, I feel like they are a bit too wide for me. So if you come down to making a decision on whether you should go with F3.5 or F2.8, the MC version, I would actually highly recommend you guys go with the newer version, because the older one, even though it's, you know, very, very sharp, they actually kind of had a slight flare issue at wide open. So with the 2.8, I think the flare is actually better controlled with the newer F2.8 MC. In my opinion, they are better controlled. But in terms of the sharpness, the old version of the F3.5 is actually very, very sharp across the focusing range. Okay, but if you want to save weight, I would suggest go with the F2.8 MC version compared to the older, the G.Zuiko version, because they are actually lighter, 22 grams lighter to be exact. So that's just a quick comparison. So if you guys have any questions about those two lenses, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. But my decision has been sticking with the newer MC F2.8 and selling the old one. And also very important, the new version actually goes all the way, stops down all the way to F22, where the old version actually only stops down to F16. Not sure if it can focus. Hopefully it can. So look, F16 and F22. That's the difference. Okay. Also, that's another reason that I want to go with the new MC version compared to the old version, the single coated one. Okay. So that's it. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.